Hey everyone, this is Taylor with Speech Eats. I'm a speech therapist and I work with birth to 3 and feeding. I also work in language, and I like to come up with fun ways to get kids involved in the kitchen and fun ways to help kids that are considered picky. So, what I've mentioned before is a cheese board is an excellent way to get your kids to try several different textures. What I like about it is that it's family style, so they can try different foods. If there's something they simply like a lot, like crackers are a big common one, it's touching the cheese, it's touching the fruit. It's great because there's several different colors because kids have to taste the rainbow, and it's only one dish. So you can make it at the end of the week when you have lots of fruit to use up. You have those crackers at the end of the goldfish crackers that are at the bottom. You don't really have to go and get fancy things. You can use what you have. For example, I have blueberries. I just made a banana blueberry bread recipe that I will also post, and then I also did a baked casserole oatmeal, and so I had some at the end, so I'm going to use that for my casserole dish. I also always buy crackers on sale, so then I'm just using those, and then I like to snack on these. Basically, you don't need to go too crazy. You can just use what you have. If you have leftover cherry tomatoes, drizzle some salt with some olive oil on it so it's a savory piece to the dish. What's great is that your kids can come and pick what they want and see different foods, and then when they're watching other people try foods, it's going to encourage them to taste other foods as well. So let's get started. We're first going to add some blueberries into one of these little ramekins. I love these. They also have the pack of 4 of the glass ones. I have those as well. So those at the Dollar Tree. So I just have my blueberries. Then, like I said, I have my little cubed cheese. This is pretty kid friendly, so you don't have to go with really pungent flavors. Kiddos that have more sensitivities to smell, you might want to avoid a brie. But things like this, kids like those little small shapes. They're easier for them to chew, so that's a great way to just add them to a cheese board. So they like when they see other things that are familiar to them. I'm gonna try one. So, I also have some crackers. We don't need to get too crazy. Some salami, a pecorino. I like to do like a drier cheese, and then I have this softer cheese. I usually like to do a brie, and then I always have this one. It's delicious. Everybody loves it. So I like to go with just the basic white cream cracker. Everybody likes them. And then again, if you have younger kids, don't feel ashamed to put some goldfish on there, or Cheez-Its. To be honest, adults like those as well. So we're adding our crackers on. And then I'm gonna add some salami. A great place that does cheese and meats is Trader Joe's. They're really affordable, so I always get my cheese from there. You can get some great variety. So we got our salami, and we're just gonna add that. It's actually a soppressata. And again, it's also that pungent smell. So if you have some kiddos that are more sensitive, I would leave it off. You can also do more kid-friendly, like pepperoni. Kids like to see things that they've seen before. So then we have our other cheese, and we're adding it right on, and then we're gonna go and add some things to make it a little prettier. So have our brie, or our Parisian cheese. And I just kind of cracked it with the foil, but it's okay. And then what really adds prettiness and kid-friendliness is pretzels, and I'm gonna show you what we do after we add everything to the plate. It's a great filler. And it's great because people, not just like kids, like to just pick things up and just kind of dip them in things. And they're great with that Parisian cheese. I went with the honey wheat because that's what I had. But everyone, I think a lot of parents just have pretzels around the house. And so that's a good way to do it. You could even do a kid-friendly plate and an adult plate. What I like to tell parents is I know people feel really guilty when they are thinking their kids aren't eating a wide variety of foods, but in this way it's better if they don't necessarily have to try it. The big thing is giving them as many opportunities as they can. So they might not try it the first 50 times, but they might try it on 51. So you want to give them as many opportunities. So if they look at the blueberries, the more they see it, the more likely they are to try it. I say that about speech too. Kids have to hear a word maybe 200 times before they actually say it. Same thing with feeding. So then we have our softer cheese. And we're gonna add that in. And what you can do is having your kids get involved. Have them pick out the things on the ingredients. I like to say, have kids make choices, and choices that aren't gonna break your day. Do you wanna do the orange cheese or the white cheese today? Do you want 5 blueberries or 6 blueberries? Things that aren't going to make a huge deal are big deals for kids. I also have an apple I'm gonna add as well. Just add that sweetness. I'm gonna add that sweet and that crunch. But what I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the pretzels is I like taking the pretzels to fill out our cheese board. And who knows, we might not even add the apple because we might have too much on the tray. So let's see, I'm just shaking our pretzels on. And what you could also do is at the Dollar Tree, they have these big silver trays that I've made. I'll post on the video several really pretty platters that you can bring to different dinner or school functions. And what's great about it is that you can just throw the tray away after. So we have our pretzels right on here. I'm gonna add some of our Triscuits. A lot of times kids think of a certain food as a shape. So when you notice that you cut a food in half, it's not the same anymore. So it's nice to have different sizes of pretzels and then have some that are broken as well, so then they get used to, you know, it might not be as pretty, but get used to different shapes of that one ingredient. So it's very typical for kids to want to try those beige, dry, crunchy foods, especially kiddos with GI difficulties. If you have any concerns with kids with GI, I would talk to their primary. But things like blueberries can be unpredictable. Things that are bright colored, like a blueberry could be tart or sweet. Whereas a Triscuit, we know is always gonna taste like a Triscuit. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like right here. And then I'll probably put a couple apples right here and I'll show you what it looks like at the very end. But this is Taylor Western and Speech Eats. If you like what you see, subscribe. I'm also on Instagram, it's Speech Eats SLP. I post other simple things to do during the week that I might not actually post for a video. And if you like what you see, ring the bell and subscribe. I will see you guys later. Bye.